Help support the show by joining the Patreon or becoming a YouTube member. Also, hit that like button and subscribe if you want more Browns-focused content.
Myles Garrett is having a season that is cementing him as the greatest edge rusher of his time. You can make the argument he's having the kind of season that makes the argument for him being the greatest of all time. And the reason I say that is not just because he's getting close to breaking the sack record. It is statistics like this, which comes from Aaron Schatz, from aaronschatz.com, who says this. Here's a stat just to show you how remarkable Myles Garrett's season is. These are the lowest figures of teams' passes per sack for players with 18 sacks in a season. Reggie White had 24.8 in 1987, not counting strike games. Myles Garrett is at 20.3. Now, that might sound like a lot of numbers and words being thrown at you. Let me kind of break it down into its most simple form. Basically, what Aaron is charting is the amount of true pass sets that a player is seeing versus how many sacks a player is getting. And Myles Garrett is dealing with the lowest number of true pass sets that any edge who's had the level of production that he has had has ever seen, right? Myles Garrett has only seen 437 true pass sets. He has 21.5 sacks. That's 20.3 sacks passes per sacks. So for every 20 dropbacks, he gets a sack. To keep in touch with what that number is, right? Reggie White is at 25, Michael Strahan at 25, Bruce Smith, his 1990 season is at 26, TJ Watt is at 27.8, Myles Garrett 20. That means he is dealing with the least amount of opportunities to get a sack, but still might break the single season sack record. This is why I don't think it matters whether Myles Garrett breaks the record this week, next week, or the week after, because regardless, he will have done it in less pass attempts than any other edge in NFL history, provided that he breaks the record. Like, that is remarkable from Myles Garrett. But we're going to look at Myles Garrett's sacks this year and just appreciate the level of output he's been able to have so far this year. But before I do that, got to thank my sponsor, Sleeper. Real quick, just want to let you guys know Sleeper has a new offer here. They're offering a free $20 entry, no deposit required. And also, if you're a first-time user, you also will receive a 100% match on up to $100 when you use the promo code Worst Take. Again, $20 free, no deposit required. Plus, first-time users also receive 100% deposit match up to $100. Join Sleeper. All right, let's look at Myles Garrett's sack tape here. Again, we're just really here to appreciate more than anything. Look how wide Myles is able to set up here. This was the first sack of the season. You already know 75's in trouble because look how close his knees are together. Probably not where he wants to be. Gets a solid actually set there. Myles just destroys him. Again, like the stuff that makes Myles special is he can do everything a power rusher can do, everything a bend rusher can do, everything a speed rusher can do, all in one body, and sometimes all three at once. I mean, you could just see the combination of technique here, right? Bull rushes 75 initially, right? Bull eats the help from 63. 63 tries to help. He's able to flip his hips, open his hips to kind of make himself narrow. So he does a little jujitsu there, right? Opens his hips, make himself narrow so that 63's hip kind of rolls off of him. And then at the same time, he's ripping right underneath 75 to get a sack. He's doing like 5 things there that, like, if you could do 2 of those things at the same time, you're pretty special. He's doing 5 of those things. Like when we talk about 5 tool players at the edge rush position, you're looking at a Myles Garrett, right? Like that's what the bar has to be to call somebody a 5-tool player. He's a true 5-tool guy. Just the step here is incredible. Look at this. Opens his hips, completely dodges the help, and then just dances, right? Just skates right here. He's just playing basketball, right? 1, 2, make your back pedal, make you flip your hips. Look how he made 75 flip his hips. Opened up. Oh, you opened up. Now I'm going towards your chest. And here's Joe Burrow. Again, man, when you watch Myles and you watch how extraordinary he has to be on almost every sack, you start to gain an appreciation for just what kind of year this dude's having. Like he has to. This is something that if Isaiah McGuire did this one time, I would lose my mind. I'd be like, oh my god, Isaiah McGuire might be an all pro. Like if he did it once or twice in a season. Myles does this routinely. Look at this. Again, the help, no. Look at how easy he just fakes out the help. Boom. Easy. Just Euros under it. And then makes 79 extend his hands. He swipes him down. Gets that shoulder close, rip. And look at the bend. Look at the bend. Look at the bend here. This is ridiculous, man. Look at the bend. He shouldn't be able to turn this corner like that. Like this is a crazy angle to turn, man. Like, you ever want to just get an appreciation for his ball get off, his BGO here? I mean, look how far ahead he is. Like he's already at the 10. Look where his teammates are. Look how 57, like, and this is no disrespect to 57. I think 57 is a good player. But look at how Myles handles the double. And look at what 57 has to do to get rid of this double, right? He can't do the same thing. He got to just run through it. Myles Garrett can just swipe the double, makes it look so easy. He makes it look like it's not hard at all. That's so difficult to time up and do at his size. And then just puts Ronnie Stanley on his heels, swipes him, and then just discards him like he's not even good. Like Lamar can't even be mad, dog. One of the few times the Browns were playing with the lead was against the Miami Dolphins. Look how much ground Myles covers here, man. He's got Alex Ingold trying to help out there. Again, he's the master at this. Just step up. Nope, no hands. Somebody else tries to help out here, but that guard's cooked. Let me tell you what's going through this guard's head right here. Let's teleport into this guy's mind. Well, I only got one guy. All right, I'm handling. Oh shit, that's Myles Garrett. Oops. This is against the Patriots. Again, Myles having to take care of a double. Every sack, he's taking care of some kind of double. Swims over that. And Will Campbell just gets caught flat-footed here. Welcome to the NFL, son. Right? He thinks that's going to help. He's setting up the punch. No, sir. No, sir. You don't want to get flat-footed with a dude like Myles, right? Right here, oh, you're cooked. He's just going to go around you. I bet, Will Campbell's a freak athlete, by the way, right? You don't know Will Campbell, first-round pick out of LSU. He is the only offensive lineman I can think of that was so damn good at LSU that they gave him the number 7, which is like their coveted jersey number. Like they give the best player on the team number 7. They let him wear number 7 at LSU. He won that honor. Now, I don't think he ended up wearing it during the season, but he was the number 7 officially his last year at LSU. So this is a great athlete here at the tackle position in Will Campbell. And he's probably never had this happen to him where a guy just swims off of a chip and he can't match their feet, right? But he gets caught flat-footed here, and Myles Garrett says, oh, yeah, I'm going to just run around you, which I'm pretty sure Will Campbell has never dealt with in his life. Somebody be like, nah, I'll just run around you. Here we go. But Will Campbell thinking about that was different. That was different. Look at that. Just truth. Here, runs around and over. Another sack in the Green Bay game. See if they bring Mr. Campbell any help. Kind of just look at this. Out wide. Goes underneath. 58 does a good job helping. Now, Myles is supposed to just be doing this to let Malik Collins get loose. But he's so damn strong, he just bull rushes the center into the quarterback. Man, like none of these sacks are easy so far. That's the part about it that's crazy to me. Is that like he has all of these sacks and not one of these are like a free run so far. Like all of these are double team, triple team situations, right? They put Hunter Henry on him. He down blocks him. He just discards Hunter as he tries to go. And then Will Campbell just gets obliterated here. Poor, bad day for Will Campbell. I mean, he's trying to hold right there. He gave up. He just tried to grab a hold. Again, man, Will Campbell is a great athlete. He's probably never dealt with this ever in his NFL career. But it's the first time somebody decided, I'm just going to run around you. And then strip sack. Him and Drake May learned a lot. Whew. That's something. Man, he had another one? Oh, this must have been the 4-sack game. This is the first time he got a sack he wasn't blocked. And that's because they're running a bootleg over his direction. So the ball's supposed to get out quickly. This is more of a coverage sack. Drake May just did not want to throw it to Booty. Is that Booty? Number 9, whoever that is. He didn't want to throw it. It's open. He should have threw it. But I guess when you see Myles out there, he kind of just like, oh shit, kind of freezes you up a little bit. And it's Denzel Ward. He can make up that ground. It's actually, I don't know if that's open anymore, but he should have threw it. At least give this guy a chance to make a play there. So that's the first sack that didn't look like it took an extraordinary amount of effort for Myles to get to. Got another one in this game. It's ridiculous. This is the 5-sack game. Yeah. This is ridiculous. Just Bulls. Easy. I mean, he worked for it. He didn't have to work that hard because 76 wanted no parts. He wanted no smoke whatsoever. All right, this is New York game. I mean, Justin makes this easy on him, right? This is what we talk about, quarterbacks blowing their pocket depth, making it easy on the edge rusher. Look how Justin Fields just kind of makes this angle real easy for Myles to cut and to get around 74. We can talk about offensive line stinking with these quarterbacks that get sacked a lot. But oftentimes, you show me somebody with a high pressure to sack rate, you show me a quarterback who's sacked the most in the league, I'll show you terrible pocket habits 9 times out of 10. Against the Ravens. Here they got, okay, that was just a bad idea, and Lamar held the ball too long. So the way that they're protecting this, they're going to let Myles kind of run free, but because it's Myles, they're going to keep Derrick Henry in to try to like do something. But the ideal is you roll right away from Myles and you get rid of this quickly. Lamar held on to this too long. So this is more of a coverage sack here. Because he held on to it too long, I mean, what the hell was Derrick Henry going to do to Myles Garrett, right? Nothing. Easy. Against the Ravens again. Woo! Woo! Oh! 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 Oh my God. Not the Rosen Garden. Oh! Oh! Damn, brother. Move! Get over here. Get over here. Whoopsies. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bro, that's so like rude. Look at it. It's crazy. Wow. Wow. There's only one person in the league that could do that. I mean, that's just ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I know the Ravens about tired of him. See here, and Stanley, I mean, he just running around Stanley here. Then nobody takes the sack from him. He creates the pressure that rolls Lamar out. He doesn't get to take the sack, but Mason misses, so he'll clean it up for free. A 3rd and 3 here. Again, the only time you see Myles get sacks that weren't like him having to go through 3 or 4 different bodies is when they try this gimmicky stuff where they just run away from Myles, and then the secondary can hold them up for like half a second. And then even then, this stuff that they're running to specifically get away from Myles ends up with the sack from Myles. It's like the 4th time we've seen it. I think this is why we don't see this that much anymore, because this used to be a go-to. Oh, we're going to run right and try to stretch the secondary and get away from Myles, and that's just not happening no more. Oh boy, the Raiders game. This is going to be brutal. This is going to be brutal, brother. Point number 80. I remember all game he was getting his ass beat. Just schwoomph and easy. Oh, he fumbled the ball. Myles on the right side of your screen now. You gonna bring in number 1 to do something about Myles? That's crazy. Nope. Just a little boot, run around. No, sir. Him and Mason got there. I don't even know what happened here with 70 on this one. I mean, he's backing up, and he just gets beat. Ends up, this ain't never good. Your tackle end up in this position. This ain't good. What's even worse is that Myles was able to beat him and lose very little ground getting around him. Like, he is scraping that guy's hip on his way to Geno Smith, who has no idea he's there. Boom. Poor Geno. Poor Geno. Poor Geno. Can somebody help that man? Oh, yeah, this is the one he got against Trent, right? Earlier in the year. Just a nasty. Look at this, man. Look at this outside step. He's perfected this. I mean, that's George Kittle and that's Trent Williams, 2 of the best at doing that specific thing, and nothing. Like, they thought they were going to have time on that one. They really were confident in that protection. It was not happening. This is the sack he got against the Titans. A really good job cleaning up. And then he got one whole sack versus the Bears. They gave him a half, and this cut up only has whole sacks here. Great job working for this one. So 85 does a good job getting to him a little bit, slowing him down. Myles still dispatches him pretty violently. And then did he mistime that swipe? I think a slightly mistimed swipe here still didn't matter because he's able to, once those arms, he's able to get him to extend those arms is all he wants and all he needs, because look what he could do. He could just run right underneath the armpit here and get a sack. He's the most talented pass rusher I've ever had the pleasure of watching the All-22 on. He's the most talented pass rusher I've ever watched. And he's the most talented player at his position that I've seen the Browns have in my lifetime. You should enjoy having players like this. Myles Garrett should be the unanimous defensive player of the year. He's having a season that quite literally nobody has had before him. And hopefully he continues to put up even more insane numbers, because look, if Myles Garrett is capable of doing this with an offense that does not provide him a lot of opportunity to go against true pass sets, imagine what he can do when that is the case, the kind of numbers he could put up. We might be talking about this not being a career high for Myles Garrett, which is crazy, but we'll see. Y'all have a great day. Have an even better night. Peace.